Hello and welcome back to our Software Inc. ACME Electronics hardware playthrough. In the meantime, since last episode, I have gone ahead and created a couple of teams here, just planning for the future. The only one that we're using right now is marketing. I've rented out this space as well, and I've hired Maggie Holland to do my marketing for me. She's a really good marketer for the cost, and she's pretty young, so she can improve and probably won't die. So that's good. Alright, so let's just get rolling. First of all, it's always good to set that to marketing. That's good. Press builds might be a good idea. First of all, I'm going to get this going because she's level 2. She can do that. I think I'm going to spend a lot of time fixing bugs on this initial one. Relatively long time, at least. So I'm not going to announce a release date until I've made some progress on this. And let's just get going. The most important thing is to keep doing contract work, because at this point, I'm going to need enough to start printing copies of Polybox when we release it, while paying for the marketing and all of that. Up until, like, the marketing up until it releases. So let's just keep moving. Alright. And I believe next month we're going to get our marketer coming in, Maggie Holland. Yep. I have gone ahead and decided to, I can take this because I have an artist. I have gone ahead and decided to set different times for arrival. I am working them a lot, roughly 10 hours, and they might become tired by the end of it. But I'm experimenting with it. I'm not sure anybody's going to quit because of it, but we can see how that works. So you can see that she's making pretty slow progress on this, which I'm fine with because I need to fix all of these bugs anyways. Alright. Another added benefit of fulfilling contracts is it's a really easy way to get your business reputation high. And business reputation, deals I find can be immensely profitable. Almost ridiculously so in some instances, especially if you have a team that doesn't normally do work, like a marketing team in between releases, or support if you just have extra employees. It can kind of just be free money in a lot of ways. I am not particularly ecstatic about how slow this is. I know I said that was fine, but I do want to release this sometime this year, hopefully. And so I'm going to look to hire somebody else right now. I'm going to only have them be on low, and they can learn marketing as they go on. And we're going to want them to be in marketing. One downside with Maggie is that her personality wasn't great. She was also mean and naive. So none of these are going to be like great or excellent compatibility, because mean is being mean, and that's an independent characteristic. For the moment, this person looks fine. For the life of me, I do not know what that one in the little town pools means. Alright, so let's hire Shelby Acosta. I know I said I was going to hire Diego, but Shelby is somewhat cheaper, and why not? Alright, and then let's give her a little space in the corner. Did that sound patronizing? Probably. Alright, and let's get her a phone. And, oops, there we are. Alright. And that does mean that we're going to be losing even more money. I do want to fix bugs instead of just doing contract with my computer team at some point. So I'm going to let them do that for the rest of the month and next month if we can. And then I'm going to do contracts again so I don't go bankrupt. Yeah, I'm going to be able to have them work on bugs this entire month too, April. And you can see we are making better progress on this. Let's hire IT, or call IT and cleaning while we're at it. I know it's technically better to not disrupt employees with that, but for the moment it's fine. Yeah, so they do seem to be getting tired towards the end of the day. Let's look at employee complaints. There are some complaints about that, but I think it's going to be fine for the moment at least. In case anybody does not know, if you right click on the arrows, that immediately sets it all the way up or down, which can prove very useful. You can see that no progress is being made on design right now. I'm not sure why this person is not working. Not qualified for active tasks. I should set you to do secondary design then, just because there's no reason why not to. You are. Why are you not working on design? I don't know. What if I just set you to primary design for the moment? Would that change it? It does not look like he's doing work. Is he not qualified? Does he not? I'm not sure about that. That is problematic. We do need to finish this. I'm just gonna set it up right now, because one contract with low design isn't gonna kill us, but running out of money will. Oh no, that's a vacation month. No, it's not. Okay, thank God. Alright. And let's get that out so we don't go bankrupt. And we have to immediately start on another one. It probably wasn't a great idea to have this low of or like running this close to deficit. Alright, this one is working fine. I'm not sure what the problem was. Why is this person not working on their secondary tasks today? I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm just missing something. And let's get another contract through. What? We might as well set our SEM to this because we're fine. I believe we already did that, but I'm guessing it just didn't stick. And it can save us time in the future. Alright. So you can see that our cash is increasing over time, and I think that we are going to be fine with in terms of not going bankrupt, which is generally a good goal to have as a company. Alright, we can see that we finished the pictures part of the press release, which is great. And now we just have to write the text. Alright. We're making slow progress on that, I believe. Yeah, I had to get kind of close to the screen there, but we are making progress. And we're fixing those bugs right here. Eric Ryan is specifically. While we're waiting for this, I want to see that the not the stocks, but ooh, education. And it's Eric Ryan, so we are going to want him to get education, because we're going to keep him because he is us. And let's upgrade HR for the moment. There is a downside, of course. It costs money, and then the opportunity cost of working on our products. For right now, I think we want to just bite the bullet and make him the best possible version of himself, because he's always going to be one of our better employees. Alright, and now all we have is Maggie working on the text here. Oh, never mind, we have this person who seems morally opposed to doing work for me, which is rather annoying. Let's set him to do secondary programming to see if he'll fix bugs. Okay, he will. That's fine. Alright. I am kind of worried by the amount of bugs. I understand that in large things like OSs and computers there are bound to be many bugs, but I'm still concerned about that. We may have to hire a large support team. I am thinking that might be a sort of blessing in disguise later down the road. However, in that large support teams, on top of helping you with your problems, can be very useful in regards to deals that you make with other companies. Alright. And I like the progress we're making on this report. I do think I'm playing a little bit suboptimally here, in that it's probably best just to get this out and start marketing in terms of when the product is out for maximum benefit. I do want to check really quickly, are there still no computers on the market? Let's check. Looks like it. And are there still any releases coming up? Oh, this is our releases. Okay. Let's check, like, upcoming releases. Where is that? I know that you can check that somewhere. I'm probably just missing it. Okay. That's not good. Oh, I thought I pressed finish and then I didn't. Riveting commentary, I know. Alright, let's just get that out. And at this point, we can probably see it's November of 1981. So let's release it in, say, March. And then we can update that later. We are not going to lose any followers because we have none. We can update it later if it doesn't work out in that time frame, is what I mean. Alright, and we're tantalizingly close to finishing this press release. The press release honestly seems to have taken longer than the actual product itself. In terms of those in terms of those asking for raises, it's almost always worth it, in the early game at least, to just give it to them. Alright, and we finished this. So let's release this in December. Only 2 followers from all of that. Yeah, that was definitely not worth it. Hopefully there's more because of it later, because it was in the paper. And let's keep pumping out this contract work, so we have enough for when it releases to order copies, as I keep harping that point. I'm not sure whether, generally it always seems, actually that's a good question. I'm sorry, I should finish the sentence. Generally, I find digital distribution to be a very positive thing to do. However, I'm not sure if you can digitally distribute hardware. You probably can, just because they didn't think that through, even though that makes no sense. Yeah, we only have 13 followers. All of this money into marketing and all this time was definitely not worth it. Marketing used to, at the start of when this game was out, used to be a lot easier to finish, from my experience, to get a lot of followers on things, but not anymore. And I'm not entirely sure why that is, but sometimes marketing feels like it can be impossible to get a lot of followers on something before you release it. Maybe you just need a lot more marketers than before. I'm not sure. In general, when you have a good product, and I'm betting this product is going to be outstanding, it's always good, however, to just send out as many press copies as you can. It's not going to hurt you. I don't think so, at least. And we are going to release the Polybox next month, after a little over 2 years as a company. And so I'm trying to finish this right now. And let's just finish it. Alright, here we are. I doubt we're going to get more followers throughout the day, and so I just want to get a head start on the marketing, so let's release it. Alright, and then let's go to our releases. We can see it is in fact outstanding, and it cost us $130,000 to make. I imagine it's going to make significantly more than that. The first thing we have to do right now, however, is just do a budget of 0, so they just spend all that they can on it. And let's print order copies. Where is it? Here we are. Just print for now, say, 25,000 copies. Wipe us out. And so we can not have to print for a little bit now. And yeah. And we're going to have time before next month where we're going to start getting support problems in to finish a quick contract. Never mind. Let's cancel it before it hurts us too much. Never mind. I should remember that my employees come in later. Today has not been a good day in terms of my micromanaging. Alright. They're spending a lot of money on Polybox, so we better hope that people like it. It would be kind of funny if it just completely flopped. And let's wait for the month rollover. Oh! Good lord. Alright. I think I know what happened there. It's because there aren't any other on the market. So we can basically sell it to everybody. Wow. Huh. That feels kind of like cheating. Let's see what the Software Times has to say about that. A large month this month for ACME Electronics Incorporated. Wow. Okay. ACME Electronics Inc. is ready with its first no-lock electronics release. We don't really know who they are, and nobody knows them in this market. This market that didn't exist until us. Polybox is extremely well put together, and we can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, and it runs very smooth. There's so much to experience, and it's completely humbling to witness. In conclusion, they put effort into it, and it really shows. We don't expect it to sell very well, sir. Literally all of the copies sold. They need to build a fan base in this market, and hopefully this release will help. They should up their marketing game. That's very true. Let's just quickly order a lot of copies. How much? So this is 45,000. We're gonna need more than that, like 1 million. Honestly, let's just order 1 million copies. We have the 96.8% market share. Who else is there? I can check like details, right? Here's details. Who am I competing against? Yeah, see? How is it 96.8%? That feels wrong. What's franchise? I'm not sure. Alright. So, what I'm avoiding doing, when I have this much money and I need to expand my operations and build a support team and build a massive marketing team, I should really just take and build a $15 million tech, what do you call it, campus right now. I'm not sure if people want to watch that kind of thing, and I don't really know how to edit videos, so I'm not sure how to do a time lapse or that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments if you care differently, but for the moment I am just going to stop recording, and then I'm gonna stop recording and cut back to when it's built. Alright, and welcome back. I have gone through and built a new headquarters. First of all, I have blown the majority of the millions of dollars on buying large amounts of property around here. We have, I believe, this parking lot, this whole large stretch of grass, these two properties, these two parking lots, and this parking lot. Is it way overkill? Yes, it is. But it will allow us to not worry about that expanding in the future. I'm planning on building the actual big base here, and it can be massive, and that's going to be entertaining. For the moment, however, we have a temporary one right here that we can use to market our Polybox, our immensely successful, because it has no competitors, Polybox, and exist as we are. So that's pretty great. This is the base that I've gone with. I'm aware that the coloring is somewhat obnoxious. I am going for, given the fact that it's 1982, and at the risk of annoying people in my audience that think I don't know what 1982 was like, because I probably don't, to be fair, I have designed an obnoxious retro looking color, and we're going to update this, say, in 1990. And I think that's going to be an interesting element to the role-playing. I've gone ahead and created a couple of different teams. I'm sorry, I should have done this. I realize that I'm going to be building speakers and not monitors. Alright, but we have designed our little building. We have a reception area here and 2 other entrances with security guards full-time, because having your server stolen is super annoying. Also, I think it's more interesting role-playing wise, and money isn't really a concern right now. And then we have marketing here. It's not really enough room for a big marketing team, but I don't know, I like the symmetry of people working in these 3. Here we have our computer team. They're going to be building the sequel to Polybox. We're going to have marketing here. We're going to have support in this way overcrowded room. It's probably more visible like this. You can see it. And then in here we're going to have people building new speakers, which probably won't be as wildly successful as our computers, but that's not the point of this. Making money. The point is to have fun. And then we have a little rec lounge here. Bathrooms here, and south I've built this kind of windmill thing. We have our digital distribution platform. I'm worried that even this many servers is not going to be enough to keep up with the support load given the immense popularity of Polybox. But I've opened it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll just close it. And here we have our SCEM servers, which should definitely be overkill for any amount of work that we're gonna do. Right now, we're temporarily having computers and our support team that I hired do support for Polybox. However, in the future, that's gonna be only support after the new day when all the support people come in. I have gone ahead and hired employees. We have 9 marketers with incredible compatibility. Not great compatibility in the speakers team, but I think it'll be fine. I hope so, at least. A great compatibility support team with 8 members, and then a 5-member computer team. Alright, and just before I let the day roll over, or rather have people start coming in, I am going to start developing right away, because there's very little reason not to, a sequel to Polybox. Make a sequel. Alright, and we can just call it the Polybox 2. And we can use our existing framework to speed this up, the development up a little bit. We are going to increase the tech level because it doesn't pay to get behind in this kind of thing. This does decrease the benefit we get from having our framework, but we still get a benefit. And that's what matters. Let me see what the market likes. Okay, so that's what the market likes. I do realize it's kind of silly I said that, seeing as this is my only choice again. Oh, there we go. This time I am going to add microphone surveillance, however. And do I need to add another server for that? Or I assume it's just going to be a process that I can assign to servers. When we release this, I'll build another server farm to keep up with microphone surveillance. We're going to start off with being the big creepy hardware company right away here. Or not right away, but the second one after right away. Right away 2, Polybox 2. We'll spy on you. That's our marketing campaign. We have 8 marketers now to do it. I'm a little bit loopy. It's pretty late. Alright. Let us price this one higher while not changing anything, which is the modern AAA video game industry anyways, so I don't think anybody will complain about it. Although pricing is something that I am wanting to think about. This is computer all the way through. Alright, cool. Oh, I have to choose these. Really quickly, I want to look at the original Polybox. The retail price is $1,000. I don't have any competition, so just for right now, I'm gonna like jack up the price to like $5,000 and see if it still sells just as well. Because if it does, then we have an opportunity here to make ungodly amounts of money. And if that's the case, then I definitely have misplayed this, because I've built this whole thing, and then next month I'm gonna have even more money, and I will have to rebuild everything. But we'll deal with that if that's what happens. We're going to use the Intel 300C. Right now, money isn't really a concern for me. So I don't really care about the licensing cost. It has the latest tech level. And we're just going to go by tech level at this point. Where is it? There we go. We have one for tech level. 1978, which is what we're looking for. Between these two, let's see how much licensing. We're saving $1. I saved a whole $1 by waiting this time. So that's cool of me. And then let's go to power supply. Tech level. Uh-oh, this is going to decrease this one. The latest power supply is 1977. And then these don't have tech levels. So what's the lowest licensing? This one. Cool. Good for you. And it also seems to be the most recent. Doesn't exactly make sense, but have fun with your life, I guess. Between these two, the lower licensing cost is this one, saving a whole $5. It's probably not even worth it to check. That is one downside of the hardware mod, is this is a cool feature, selecting what things you want to put into it, but it essentially doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Oh wait, this one is only 1975? There isn't a case later than 1975. Well, that sucks. Well, I guess we're just basically creating a new version, except we spy on you. So that's cool. And then let's make this $6,000. We can change that if we need to, and let's develop. And this is going to be more fun. Let's now start working on speakers. Let's create a new framework. Just to remind myself, I'm going to check computer to see our naming convention. ACME Computer Platform. Okay, so we're just going to keep going with that naming convention for ease of everybody involved. Let's see, speaker, new, ACME speaker. I think it was platform. Let's call this one framework because I'm feeling edgy. Alright, and it's a whole $8 without any modifications. God darn it. Okay. I'm sure watching me mess around clicking things is the highest grade content that anybody could ever hope to watch. And then I'm going to select all of that and copy it. And just to check, yeah, there's no other frameworks. Alright. This has the ACME part. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the next page. And let's just go and add all the features we can. We can't get up to 100% expected interest. You can't with a lot of these early ones until more tech is released future on. So we're just going to select everything that we can and auto balance it. I have noticed, looking at this earlier, that it does do that. It's the same result as if you put it like here. We do get negative 9% wasted interest if we place it right though, which I think is pretty cool. There we go. Cool. Our team is honestly way too big for this, but I don't think there's a problem. And now let me check. Are there any other speakers on the market? Speaker, speaker, speaker. There are lots. Okay. These are all the speakers. I can't select multiple. Annoying. Okay, let's sort by active users. And then speaker. Alright, this one seems like it's recent and has the most active users. And let's see what it's priced at. $96. So let's undercut them. That sounds good. Undercut them by $5. We called that one Polybox, so let's call this Poly Speaker. That is so boring. What is something that sounds like it's emitting light or emitting noise? Except for mouth, because polymouth is a horrifying phrase on its own, and especially, well, not especially, just I wouldn't want to buy a speaker called that. How about poly? What is like the Greek cognate for noise? Because When in doubt, you can use Latin or Greek cognates, and to most people, it sounds good. Never mind. At the risk of annoying people, thorivos is my pronunciation, and that's not a cognate in English. Tumultum in Latin, or sonatus. Oh, like sonar, yeah. Let's like sonar X series. That looks good to me. All right, and now we just have to change the teams to our speakers team. That did not work. That worked. Life is a struggle. And that can be your takeaway from the video. All right, and let's develop this. Very cool. And we're gonna let a month pass and actually have time pass. I am gonna have to end the video soon, so let's just have 1 month pass with our new employees working in here. We see that we actually have a security guard who doesn't seem to be doing a very good job, if I'm being entirely honest. But they do have sunglasses, and those sunglasses look very cool. We can see Eric Ryan busy at work designing the next version of his highly successful hardware technically, or software technically, but it's hardware. And let's wait for a month to pass and see if our $5,000 gambit works. And what? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait. We didn't sell any? Wait, sales? 0? I think the $5,000 gambit does not work. So let's like change the price. And they said like $800 would be reasonable, and then I set it to 1,000. I don't want to waste money, but just for the sake of testing, let's go another month with marketing and stuff and see if I'm not going crazy, and that's actually what happened. It's too dark in here? Okay, let's add lights. It also looks pretty dark in here. Yeah, that makes sense. They can't reach that. It's pretty cramped in here. I don't love my design here. I'm not great at building, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, and then we can unassign computer from this, because they're busy at work here. Alright, oh, and we're getting deal offerings. If hosting is mostly what I care about, because hosting is essentially free money. This game has an underappreciated soundtrack, and I will stand by this fact. Watch me go into debt because nobody wants to buy $5,000 computers. That might actually very well happen looking at the amount of money I'm spending on marketing and such. Not to mention employee salaries. So let's hope... Okay, midnight hasn't passed yet. Oh god, yeah, nobody's buying these. Yeah, let's check details, because I imagine this is... Yeah, April hasn't been as good as March. Let's change the price. To back to 1,000, or maybe let's say 950. Alright. I know I said I was going to end the video, but now I just desperately want to make insane amounts of money off of this again. Yeah, I know, I'm heading for bankruptcy. Am I printing copies successfully? I did have an order to print these physically. No? Shoot. Okay. Well, life is hard, and I seem to be making mistakes. Yeah. Cool. And we got boxes here. I've never really used a garage port ever, but I assume my couriers will be able to deal with it. Does not look like they can. Okay, and let's hope we make money. And yeah, okay, we're good. Cool. Oh, and this is almost over. And let's check the all companies. I doubt I'm going to be worth anywhere close to as much at the very start, but I am gaining on people, and that's very cool. I have passed Fringe Interactive, who make speakers. Ironic. I could buy them out. Actually, I couldn't. Is anybody listed at over 50%? iHook. What do you make? Ooh, lots of like hardware parts. I should buy them out. I don't have anywhere close to enough money. Dividends 220,000. Jesus. That might be worth it. That might like sincerely be worth it. All right. Well, things to consider in the future. There's also investing money in like the stock market and in bonds. And let's see if we can leave with some good news. No hosting deals. Very sad. Okay. Well, thank you all for watching the second episode of Software Inc. as disjointed as this might be.